Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. The last episode we sent off our armies to invade this new alien administration in Brazil, even after a big breakaway. It's still here. We need to deal with it. We got all of the Pan-Asian armies, all the American armies. American armies going here, Pan-Asia up here. We did break up of Brazil, so hopefully we should be able to maybe create Porto Algarve. Hopefully we'll be able to create Sul Brazil, and then up here in Fortaleza, either United Northeast Brazil or Free Amazons. We'll see what we can get. But yeah, that's going to be the goal. Break up South America more. In terms of our other than that, there's a big alien fleet coming towards Mars. Now the Martian fleet is ready. It's on standby. Docks at Mars Shipyards 1. The alien fleet is this one, 1,300. 8th of May. We're currently 8th of March. So exactly 2 months. March, April, May. Remembered my months in the correct order. That's good. And yeah, in 1 month we'll have 4 more ships there, 4 more ships there, 4 more ships there. So 12 more ships. With those 12 ships, these 37 ships will have to fight our 37 plus 12. Some of these ships are the terrible plasma, but only a small number of them. Most of them are laser ships. So we should crush the alien fleet. Especially with our size, the fact that most of these are kind of little corvettes and stuff. With those extra 12 ships, we should be able to crush it. And we don't want them to be able to arrive and get away. We want to kill it. We want to try and keep up the pressure. Wipe out the odd alien fleet here and there. It's really, really important. It just keeps the aliens having to build more ships. They build up less and less total maximum navies. It's a good thing to do. So that's what we're going to be trying to do over there. Other than that, let's just let's get our councillors in position and let's just get going. We're kind of struggling with xenofauna. Let's just keep fighting xenofauna around Europe. We also have some issues trying to actually take the UK in the first place. It took us quite a number of turns. In addition, we've lost our priorities here, so let's just do more funding. Our rate of funding is actually pretty good right now, which is nice.
Reporting in.
Okay, yeah, we're doing funding because obviously these small countries with their smaller populations won't really affect the overall stats. But because they're smaller countries, they have a lot of resource points. They're the ones that's more efficient to do stuff like funding and mission control. Obviously, we don't need boost. We're maxed on mission control, so we might as well do funding. We definitely want to get rid of those armies in Britain at some point as well. I think rather than bases, Daframal has to hide. That's slightly irritating. We need to make sure we're focusing on taking out xenofauna.
Acknowledged.
Reporting in.
But obviously as well, I really want to actually be grabbing these points.
Targeting the opposition.
So let's make sure we actually are grabbing them. Xupang has been discovered as well.
Ready.
Where was Xupang? Okay, we don't know.
Going silent. Ready for
Sydney does have defend interests, so Sydney can come and defend interests in the UK.
Ready for orders.
That's Mauricia need to come and crack down. Mauricia can be doing assault alien. Maybe Mauricia does, because they might do defend interests. If they do, an extra crackdown will be helpful. Just try and grab the UK as quickly as possible, and then we can move on to either Italy or Russia, potentially, as our next country. It's probably going to be Russia, just because I think they're not doing an amazing job with it still. As in, like, the good stuff they've done with it is kind of a thing of the past at this point, but we'll see. There's a lot of choices to be made there. Let's confirm. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to think about was country priorities. Now, one of the things, if you look at the environment score, right? We look at kind of economy size and environment score. China is by far the biggest economy, 35,000 billion, right? Its environment score is also terrible. When we look at actual emissions from nations, China is on 0.81 parts per million and 0. Carbon dioxide, right? UK, in terms of carbon dioxide output, sorry, EU in terms of carbon dioxide output is what? At the bottom there, you can see 0.12. And then America is on 0.16. So in terms of like actual global warming output, China is by far the biggest right now. And I think I would love to do something about global warming because it is an issue, right? But at the same time, I don't want to fully focus on it with all my countries. But it is still going up. I mean, current 1 year ago, we're still like kind of going up, and the Greenland event was pretty bad, and it's like global GDP impacts is hitting us pretty hard at this point. And as we're getting closer and closer to kind of us owning the entire world, what affects the world? Early game, it matters less because you're such a small part of the world that it affects the AI as much. But now, even then, it kind of matters because the whole world, you want to look at the whole world as in it's going to be future you. But right now, it's just kind of a nightmare. So I think with China, I might actually want to do this. Focus on getting China's environment score up to, you know, even just like a 2, like in Europe, is good enough for now. Because the higher environment is, the quicker it ticks up. Let's get it out of these kind of red areas where it's kind of a nightmare. Let's get out of these red areas where it's kind of a nightmare. Let's get it up to these kind of higher areas and let's see if we can do something with it. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing early on. Let's go. I think that makes sense. America's almost done with mission control. And I think there could be arguments to be made for America to be a real push for economy. Because it has full democracy. Higher your democracy, the more efficient economy is. Remember, each point of democracy of economy of America gives 17 per capita GDP because of its high democracy score. Meanwhile, in Europe, with its slightly lower, it's only slightly lower, it's 16, right? But then if we do economy in China, it's 9. So having a good government score is directly tied to how efficient your economy priority is. America with a 10 government score could be a very good candidate for really pushing up that economy. And I think there could be a good argument to be made for that. But you know what, let's do it. The quicker we do it now, the earlier we do it, the better it is long term, because then the more points we can get. Let's get its GDP up, so we can have more points later on, so we can get more mission control. And more science as well. I think it makes sense to do that. We really don't need mission control right now. Let's focus on kind of our countries, getting up their stats. Europe, I still want to do welfare, not because it helps Europe right now, but because when we incorporate Russia, it'll be nice for it to be a lot lower, because it's really going to be hurting Europe at that time. But there's an argument to be made to do economy. Oh, look, we've landed. So maybe we could do economy in Europe as well. I think I want to do a little bit more welfare. But yeah, we'll keep it like this for now. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a huge difference, right? Okay, alien fleet bombarding me. Auto Algare. How bad is that? That doesn't seem that bad. Alright, Sul Brazil is ours. What are we doing in Sul Brazil then? I guess honestly just do funding. Yeah, let's move up. And just keep going with these armies, really. Yeah, we don't suffer a landing penalty when we're fighting Xenofauna. I guess the Xenofauna probably aren't smart enough to defend the coast correctly. So yeah, we'll just quickly wipe out this alien administration. These South American points don't really matter.
Our people have taken control.
Okay, so yeah, one more point in Britain, then next turn we'll grab the last one, and then we'll move on to either Italy or Eurasia. Very, very nice. We get some nice clean up down there. And then we'll see where the alien administration decides to pop up next, because that will not be the last time they pop up. Ideally, they don't pop up in any nuclear-powered countries. But they don't seem to have control over any of them at the moment. I mean, they're like pretty close to a lot of them, but they're all protectorate. And right now they don't seem to want to take points off the protectorate, which suits everyone else fine. The protectorate are actually a real, like, really hurting them in that regard, because if they don't want to take India, they don't want to take Pakistan, they don't want to take Chile, they're not going to get access to any of the good countries, really. So, good job, protectorate, as always. Okay, so let's do this point here in the UK.
Cracking down.
Acknowledged.
Ready.
Crack down, crack down. They didn't actually defend interest, which is interesting.
Where to?
Do a purge.
Removing our enemies.
Let's do a defend, and then Dahramal.
At your service.
Ready to go.
Let's wipe out the xenofauna here.
Ready for orders. Going in hot.
And
Acknowledge.
Xupang, I guess you can start on public campaigning in Russia, because that's probably what we should go for next, I think.
We'll make our appeal.
We can kind of do Italy last. Oh, we should add Switzerland to the European Union as well, once we got this tech. Do we continue back with these at this point? No, we'll keep it as is. We'll keep it as is.
Our control.
Okay, alien megafauna going down. This one army, American army, America 2, which I guess has been bombarded, is actually taking a reasonable amount of damage at this point. Okay, fleets, join. Oh. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a mess, because I did not just press the first button every time, like you should probably do. Okay, get rid of that. Go away. Alright, so let's sort out our fleets at Mars. Merge, yep. There we go. So the two other fleets are ready, so let's send these to the Mars Defense Fleet. And to the Mars Defense Fleet. I mean, look at the combat ship. Just from 4 little ships, they have a lot of combat score, according to the game. Okay, join the Mars Defense Fleet. And join the Mars Defense Fleet. There we go. So the Mars Defense Fleet now is 7.8k. 49 ships. So we have this lot coming in, arriving on the 8th of May. So yeah, what we want to do is, before they get here, we want to kind of launch to try and intercept them. We could resupply, but let's not bother. Let's just share propellant. Nope, depart. Alien monsters lurch towards Porto Algarve. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But I really want to sort out this fuel situation. There we go. And honestly, just so we don't forget, I know it's you probably should wait till they're a little bit closer. But we can try and hit them early if we kind of do that, which is an insane flight path where we kind of go all the way out here and then double back somehow and hit them before they get close to Mars. Let's just do 4 weeks, 3.3, hit them when they arrive. Okay. Now let's go back to Earth. So South American Union. So Bolivia has taken this province here, which is a bit odd, to be honest. And the American armies have all got stuck here. So let's wait for this megafauna to show up, destroy that, and then move on. Let's assault the alien structure in Fortaleza
We've hit them where it hurts.
as well. Okay, successful crackdown. Yeah, they were not defending that last point very well. Okay, United Northeast Brazil. Let's wait for the... Actually, no, we'll bring the Pan-Asian armies over, other than Pan-Asia 6, which is full health, which can wait to assault the structure. Move everyone over.
Score 1 for the good guys.
A fauna down in London. Lovely. And the last of Britain. Oh. Still bombarding me here. America 2. Can we send you somewhere with air defense? Still don't have any in this region. Maybe it's worth building one. Problem is it's like 95. It wants to build it in the capital. Or I'd much rather have just like a little one in Haiti, just to hide armies on. There are definitely some in Europe. I mean, Switzerland has one. Does the UK have one? No. Istanbul has one, actually. Alright, go to Istanbul. Hey, a alien base down. Bring everyone over to this region here.
We've removed some threats.
Yeah, so hopefully it can get over to Istanbul and then be safe, is kind of the idea. Okay, enemies are planning. Yeah, the Mars Defense Fleet is ready to defend Mars, which is nice. We're extremely close with phased array. Honestly, let's put points in everything. So we don't forget. Sydney, I actually don't want you... I want you doing the only job that you can actually do, which is defend. There we go, so that's the UK sorted. We're a little bit close on cap.
Standing by.
But honestly, it's time. It's time for Russia to be ours.
We must persuade the people.
So we can start preparing it for an EU entrance.
Your orders.
Legislative is a lot more easy to take. So let's take the legislative.
Where to?
Ready for my mission.
32. We'll just keep it at 32. Won't go too crazy with the amount of points we're spending. Keep it only at 8 for Leah Abbott.
Power.
It's not the legislative, sorry. In like more authoritarian countries, it's the party. Yeah. Saframal, make sure you wipe that out. The reason why we want to fully wipe it all out is because otherwise it will grow. So if we clear out of these kind of edge spots, this one here can't spread because it's already surrounded by thing. But here, once it's grown, it can spread. So it's just getting rid of it now helps a lot in the long term. Confirm.
Making things safe for our people.
We don't... The problem with our councillors is we're not taking out these alien bases. We're not really farming up exotics. There is arguments to be made as well for maybe building some kind of landing ships around Mars, maybe seeing if we can grab some sites here. I don't really want to annoy Humanity First. I don't think Humanity First hate me too much right now. Maybe it's this Planitia would be worth taking for the volatiles. It's hard to say. A lot of me would rather kind of build up our volatiles, wait for phases, which of course we have the global tech of phases now.
The simple truth is that
But global tech of phases doesn't really mean anything because we have to research them ourselves, which, as you've seen, late game engineering projects get very expensive. So what did we want to do next then? After phases. I don't even know if I really had a plan for after phases. Maybe kind of move towards Titans. So we're going to want the integrated Earth space economy, which actually helps with environment and economy priority, both priorities that we really care about right now. And then also, yeah, fleet logistics, which then moves towards Titanic spacecraft. That makes sense to me. Let's do the integrated Earth space economy. Point defense phases. Infrared phases we will obsolete. Infrared phases we will obsolete. Green phaser batteries we won't, but green phaser cannons we will. The reason why is because ultraviolet phasers cost... Actually no, we won't obsolete either of the greens, because the ultraviolets cost exotics. So sometimes for some ships you'd rather use green than the exotics. And ultraviolets definitely want now. Let's have a look then. So where are our new things? Ultraviolet phaser cannon. This is what we're going to be building. It's only 18,000, you know. It's not even that bad. I think that will be our rush. It seems to be expanding the South American Union a lot. Okay, so are we no longer at war with the... Yep, alien administration is down. It's just Algeria, interestingly enough. Well, as it will take too long to actually declare peace, let's honestly just conquer Algeria real quick. Because it will literally take 2 seconds. There you go. A little bit overkill for Algeria, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, the Free Amazons have declared war for... We've got Sao Paulo. So this is what I mean. The increase unrest missions can make these kind of breakaway states. So because Yulia has done increase unrest in Sao Paulo has become an independent nation.
The people will come
So
to our side.
we've stabilized this region. Good job, guys. We've really helped the people here. Oh god, let's not look at Brazil anymore. It's hideous. We've got like Bolivia with this disgusting borders like this. We got 3 Amazons over here, and then they're already at war with India. Let's not even talk about it. Let's just move on.
Target secured.
Let's go back to a nicer region of the world, like the European Union. Let's do funding, because eventually we might do South American Union, and we'll be back here. So for now, we'll just put these states on funding. Okay, space combat. First time in quite a while. A very large alien fleet. Very large fleet for us. We outnumber them. It should be a massacre. I'm going to check my options. Just to check. Yeah, 90 max allowed in combat. Let's go. Because it might not let me put every ship on the board at the beginning, because these are quite large fleets. No, we seem to have them all on. That's good. Alright, very long line here. Let's not do that. Is it high wall or is it a great wall situation? It's definitely a great wall situation. Wow. Okay. Wow, look at this fleet. This is a fleet. Over the orbit of low resolution Mars. We will defend Mars with our lives. Because it is basically 90% of our... This has been a real Mars focused game, which usually I don't do. Usually I don't have this many Mars bases, but... They've buffed Mars from my last play, giving it more points, and yeah. It's really, really important at this stage of Terra Invicta, I think. Which is cool. I mean, everyone loves Mars, you know. I think... Yeah. Cool. We could go a bit faster. Yeah, let's just go maximum speed. Confirm. Going to be a bit of a mess of a battle. I mean, they're kind of doing this formation, which actually suits us fine. I think for the opening, we'll just move in formation like this. The Winged Victory. Hopefully it will be renamed the Winged Defeat after today. They already want to give up. That is good news. The aliens think they're about to get massacred. Oh yeah, here's one of our useless plasma ships. I'll speed up a little bit. Because I reckon, okay, they are going to be doing some annoying formation stuff. Firing off shots. One thing we need to do before the battle, which I will cut out me doing this, is we need to turn all of these to attack, because yeah, the ship design is bad. So I will do that right now. Okay, done. Yeah, it's annoying that I have to do that, but there we go. In terms of alien tactics, they are flanking us, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how we feel. We might have to turn some of the flank sides around to shoot their flanking ships. We'll see how we feel. We'll see how we feel as we go through. Keep it nice and slow. ×5 speed. That's good enough. This level of fire is not going to threaten us. So maybe this lot want to turn around. Are they even going to... They're not even passing like close to us. Like if we look at this ship, Turbulent Nebula, it's not even within 1,000 kilometers. Like... Like, this is hardly a flank. It's a very weird flank. Because, yeah, they're not really even getting close. I think we don't even get distracted by this flank. That ship is charging forward. Not going to go well for it. Down already. Yeah, I don't think we get distracted by this flank. Because if they're not going to come in close enough, really, shouldn't be too worried. Let's retract radiators as well. How are we doing on this side then? These battles where they get quite big can get quite complicated. I think 600. Misty Ocean, yeah, so they are getting a little bit close. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I've accidentally done some maneuvers up here, which my experience, I have no idea how to control. So what I'm going to do is just get some locks in, start focusing ships. Let's get some locks in. You lot. Let's... Oh, look at this damage already, straight to the front. Let's lock in. You guys switch like that. Some really nice damage going out to the enemy fleet here. Keep thinking the plasma and think that's going to do something, but yeah, plasma doesn't actually do anything anymore. Okay, so their flankings have kind of gone completely wrong. They've just run past us and basically done nothing. So let's switch back to the main front of the enemy. Okay, so their main coil guns are all firing. There's a lot of incoming fire. I doubt we can handle all of it. Okay. One ship down. Switch up our fire a little bit. Ship down. Just yet. There's a lot of incoming fire. Battered Dawn is very low. Let's just look through here and see who's kind of getting close. Guiding Pulsar is apparently very close. Just this one. There's some damage to that ship. But one of the things you can do in this situation here, when it's very chaotic like this, is you can kind of just do AI control, and often they will pick the best targets. So we have one ship pretty damaged. We have a few damaged ships. Honestly, compared to the damage that the enemy is suffering, it's pretty minor. And this is the battle in real time. Rising Haze, that's some really good damage on that. Would be nice if we could take out some actual ships though. That ship there is quite big. There's no hits on it. Yeah, because there's a lot of incoming fire here. But we have a lot of point defense. So if we had Lancers with an extra point defense, we'd be in a much better spot. Elusive Pulsar, yep. Taking some real damage right now. One of the things we could do as well is to kind of... You lot focus that. And then... You lot focus of that. So we kind of focus the ones that are closer. Yeah, we've done a lot of very good damage to the enemy ships coming in. So let's do fire at will then. So if I grab everyone, I'm going to cancel clear primary target because right now everything's so close. I'm just going to have them fire whatever they want to fire at. This means we should get a nice spread. Almost certainly the end for the Ryman here, but that's alright. Because while they're so focused killing one ship, we've killed many ships. Now they have a few flanking ships being a little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, we kind of have to focus on what's in front of us. Anyway, I mean, the damage they've been taking right now, ship down, is really, really good. And all these foil guns shots here are all wasted. It's nice. Another nice thing, blazers, never a wasted shot. The plasma blasts look impressive, but they don't do anything. But at least they're pretty. At least they've got that going for them. Okay. Another ship down. This battle is a little bit hard to read, to be honest. I'd love to tell you I know exactly what's going on. I really don't. It seems like we're blowing everything up, which is a good sign. No, don't grab that one. Grab like those 4 and let's focus you. We've lost kind of a ship or 2 here. But we're very close to the shipyards, so ship we lose should be able to repair. Down. Okay, so let's lock that. Cancel lock on. I'll set their heading to the velocity after their orange waypoint. What does that do? What I would love to have them do is all kind of face forward, because they're all kind of facing a little bit awkwardly at this point. Let's have all of these ships focus the rushing fury then. And all these ships focus this luminous river here. Would hopefully help us spin around so that we're all facing the right direction. Especially as we're starting to hit the crossover point where our 2 fleets are kind of crossing over. I think it's just ships like this are throwing me off, ships that are very damaged. Good hit there on the rushing fury. Because if their ship that they're focusing gets destroyed, their like lock on acts as if it was still alive and where it would be. But yeah, so if we, that's why I kind of locked onto these, because once that's down, we'll kind of finish off the rest of the ships in this region. I believe that is actually the last of the alien ships. Over there, gone. All the alien ships left are the ones over here. This evening cloud is completely untouched. Let's focus it. This side is definitely done better, but this side is where like all the we have a lot of like W classes and stuff. Although I only saw one. Okay, so that's gone. So yeah, all these ships should now turn around and start facing this direction. Here is a ship coming in. I believe that's one of the flanking ships. Ouch. That was a big hit on the Brook Taylor. But it's just entered shooting range there. It's getting shot by all the... One of the nice things about the having non-point defense is stuff like this. A lot of these will be the non-point defense weapons. When you get very close, having regular lasers as your point defense means that they can kind of do this kind of thing, which I actually really like. Is this left flank here has actually been the weakness of our formation. Let's just try and focus down this big battleship. Focus like the Azure Mountain as well. Ouch. Was a plasma shot, didn't actually do anything. Okay, shoot that one. Shoot the Twilight Storm. It's still a real mess, this fight. Speed up a little bit, there we go. Okay, Rushing Fury. Amazing. Rolling Waves, apparently we're taking out as well, as we are the Shattered Step. And it's a bit more manageable now, just on the side here. Focus the Shattered Step. Select every ship. Focus the Shattered Step. Because I don't believe we were actually selecting anyone for a bit of time there. Doesn't really matter. There we go. Now we can actually turn around, and these flanking ships. It's one of the reasons why these kind of flanking maneuvers, like all these ships, if they were in the main fight, could have really helped, because they did all those weird flanks at the beginning. The best strategy usually is to kind of just keep your calm, and then just, you'll be fine. And now, against the Great Wall, they really have nothing. The plasma shots are visually cool, but they all just hit and did not do anything. They're just a bit embarrassing. There we go. Last one, Lonely Galaxy. Now the Furious Blazer is actually looking like it wants to make a move for us. So I'm going to fully speed, and if it wants to make a move, come at us. Yeah, obviously, like none of its coil guns and stuff are actually going to connect. Everyone else runs away. There we go. And we won. Fantastic battle there. We definitely lost a few ships, and we have a few ships that are very damaged. .1, yes, we lost the Ryman, but that was literally one ship down. Every other ship survived. Amazing. Problem is, because we're not at a shipyards, we might not be able to make it to a shipyards. We are on 0 delta V. Let's equalize the delta V for the ships that took hits and they lose all their fuel. Let's see if we can limp back to the shipyards. In 13 weeks, we can limp back. Okay. So, any ship that's ridiculously slow. Who is the one that's really slowing us down here? 0.53, 0.38. So 0.36. Oh, it's the 0.024. That's what's doing us. I don't believe anyone else will be even close to 0.024. Because 0.53 is slow, but it's not so bad. 0.36, we can get to the shipyard in, yeah, like a week. Which honestly is not even that bad. Let's go to the shipyard and repair on arrival. Alpha 250. Gonna take 13 weeks. Honestly, let's just go. There's no time to begin, like right now. Well, that was a fantastic little battle. There's a lot of debris in orbit, which is beautiful. That's what we want. And there are their survivors. 2 little escorts. We can't possibly do anything. Okay, we lost a point in northeast Brazil. That's fine. One of the reasons why I don't want abandon points. I'm happy for the servants and stuff to waste their turns trying to take those off me. And we've arrived in Algeria.
Are in control now.
Okay, we have the party in the Eurasian Union. Algerian army is moving up to defend. Alien fleet launches for low Mercury orbit. I mean, Mercury isn't really our domain right now, so go for it. Yeah, there we go. We're almost back at the shipyard. Governing regime in Algeria has been changed. Let's just do funding in case we decide to do... Let's just do funding in case we decide to do the African Union one day. There we go. Nice, and our money from funding is coming along quite a bit. Send all those armies home. Oh, we did just actually do a repair resupply. I don't know, I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have done a pure repair. We cancel. Do we get the... We'll do a repair resupply. It's fine. We should probably cancel. I don't want to spend all my water on that. I don't know if I get the resources though. I just want to do a repair. Yeah, I don't want to do a repair resupply because it's going to cost all that water. Okay, we do get the water back. That's good. Yeah, just do a repair. But we'll keep the plasma ships in. What I will take out are these really slow, the 2A plasma ships. So let's split out the H block 2As. Because we don't want to spend resources kind of repairing these. That's the only damaged H block 2A. We'll take that one out then. So this damaged H block 2A we don't want to repair, we'll just scuttle. And the rest of it we will repair, but we won't resupply. There we go. And that's a lot less resources. That was by far the biggest repair job. The rest of them are actually okay. And that one plasma ship. Yeah, much quicker repair job. Fantastic. Sydney and the gang. What are we doing then? I think we do want to be doing defend interests in Russia every turn as we try and take the whole thing.
Ready for my mission.
I'm here,
Let's go for the executive.
targeting their center of power.
What's the op?
Ready to go.
So yep, grab the executive in Russia.
Standing by.
We'll do a 64. I think I accidentally did a 32 with Madrisia. We'll do a 64.
Ready to go.
Standing by for orders.
Xipang, let's give us a public campaign to make it more likely.
Ready.
Dahramal, keep fighting your one-person fight against all the xenofauna in existence. Amazing. We are over cap though. Well, that's fine. Let's make sure we abandon all these countries we don't care about. And we have Russian armies, of course. We have a lot of armies to disband, because we don't need any of these Russian armies. We can genuinely disband all of them. Going to be quite the cleanup. We've got to clean up all these armies, we've got to clean up all the xenofauna. Let's sort out all this mess over here. How's our environment score in China? You're up to 0.8, so very slowly, but I think it's good, it helps. Okay, Tongguan is being immediately bombarded. That's fine. Be nice if we could get this down. The ultraviolet phaser cannon is on the way. It'd be lovely if we could get the next reactor in as well. Maybe I might rush this.
We've moved the needle.
October, November, yes. If we do it like that, we should get these at similar time.
Targets lost.
And maybe from there we can build some nice Lancer fleets. Okay, crackdown on the executive in Eurasia. I feel bad for the resistance because they've done a good job with Russia all game, but it's time to give it up. So what are we doing with Russian priority? Honestly, because of Russia's high population, it will actually be quite an impact when it joins the European Union. So let's do... We don't want to do government because that won't transfer over. Do a little bit of knowledge. Not really environment, because when it's so low, the environment score will be so inefficient. It should just mix into the European Union and fix itself. So we'll do a lot on welfare, a little bit on economy, a little bit on knowledge. But then we do also need to max out its mission control. Let's do maximum mission control at the same time. A bit of a weird mix. Let's do it like that. I wanted to get its mission control to maximum before it joins in. Yeah, so this fleet is ready. So we lost, what, one plasma ship, one laser ship in that whole engagement in total? And the plasma ship we got to disband, so it didn't really matter. So technically only one ship loss. That's fantastic. Much better than our other victories against similar sized alien fleets around Jupiter, where we lost everything as a result.
We're in control here.
Okay. Executive control of the Eurasian Union. Let's end some rivalries and make some allies. So Tajikistan and Azerbaijan are both nations we're going to want inside of Russia. Azerbaijan is in the Eurasian Union, so if we can grab the executive before the resistance kicks them out of the Eurasian Union, that could be really good. Low Ceres orbit with 2 motherships. That is a really weird fleet to send to Ceres. June, July. Okay, I really don't want to lose Ceres. Not Papa. How long till we get to Ceres? 16 weeks. June, July. That is... We're not going to get there in time. But that is with 163, which means that we are being slowed down by these ships here. So, every ship with a maximum of 163, we're leaving behind in Mars. Split. Just this lot. Resupply 11 days. Otherwise it's too slow. We need speed. 13 weeks, we're arrive in September. How long will it take them to get to Ceres? June. So they're being like 30 days-ish. So we should resupply and then zoom there. Frustrating, we might lose Ceres here, which is really bad because as you can see, even one refuel and we're kind of run out of water. And water will very quickly become our problem rather than volatiles. It's tricky. I think we need to refuel and we need to be off at maximum speed. I don't think we have the luxury of waiting around. Okay, so Eurasian Union is ours though, so let's do that.
Ready to go.
Let's try and grab Azerbaijan before they kick it out.
Targeting the opposition.
What's the ob?
Because yeah, we definitely want Azerbaijan. Probably more important than these 2 points. These 2 points don't really do anything for us. It's mainly all about the executive. We only need these 2 points once we integrate. So for now, let's focus on Azerbaijan and Tajikistan. Let's try and get both of those into the Eurasian Union first.
Ready for orders.
Although it doesn't really matter if I have all the points or if I don't, to be honest, because at the end of the day, we don't need to, it's not the old victory conditions. We don't need to get like all of the control points of Earth. We just need 60% of its population, which, I mean, they're both 10 million. So they're not terrible in population, but not that huge a deal, really. Sold some alien assets here. Darframal continue along. Let's take out this region here.
We're going in.
Let's fight xenofauna all around with armies. Yeah, okay, that's good. Zhupang then, let's begin trying to delete armies. Let's start with these British armies.
On my way to the capital.
And confirm. A repair resupply in hindsight would probably have been better. But we didn't know that was gonna happen. I didn't know I'd need to get to Ceres with such speed.
Securing our control.
To be honest. We can handle those 2 little motherships. They're on their own. They're completely isolated like that. We have enough firepower to take them out. It's just, yeah, it's going to take us a little bit of time to get there in the first place.
Crack down complete.
Which means we might lose everything by the time we arrive. Which would be frustrating because then we'll have to rebuild. You know what we should do then? Actually, thinking about it. Let's build a cheeky little gunship here. Fusion outpost kit. This is a just in case. Little ultraviolet arc laser cannon. But no, we don't even want that. 0 armor. So this is something you can do. Get the Zeta Deuterion drive. Let's get the power plant that we want for it. Get 6 engines. Let's get a nice Delta V. Like, yep. 700. And let's make its role a, sorry, like a outer system colony ship. Doesn't really matter. Save. And then let's build 4 of these. Now the point of these will be quicker at running to Ceres when it gets destroyed and then rebuilding Ceres. They will do it faster than boosting though. If we do that, we can rebuild the 4 points of Ceres if they get destroyed with these little Komodo class colony ships basically. That's the general idea behind them. They're like basically rapid colonies. Okay, Mars Defense Fleet is ready. These are going to have to become the new Ceres Defense Fleet. So how is Ceres looking? Where is Ceres in the first place? Here. Oh my god, they're so close already. Arrival in 9 weeks. August. Well, let's give it a try. You know what? Let's launch directly for that fleet. It might scare them and make them run away. I doubt it. Those kind of tricks seem to be getting slowly like patched out. But they should know they shouldn't be able to win, and they should, maybe they'll just be like, oh god, I'll run away. Why can't we disband our, oh, you can't disband army because we don't have consolidated executive control. So that was a waste. That's fine, doesn't matter. And they've taken the opportunity to immediately go to Mars, but we can get back before they can get to Mars. Oh, the cat and mouse out here. Okay, let's be cheeky. The reason why I'm fanning maximum platforms, we want all these to be refueling stations because we need to immediately refuel and turn back. But they will probably try and blow them all up. I'm just going to build all of them. So that way it will make it very awkward to blow them all up. We have the mission control to do stuff like this. We have the resources. So in all of these, I'm just going to do basic solar collector, which will give me 2 power, and then a supply depot, which just lets me refuel. I'm going to save the hand template, and then I'm just going to apply this to all of them, which I will do while cutting. Okay, every single one of these has a solar panel and a fueling platform. So hopefully all of these will not only let us refuel whenever we return, but it might distract this fleet from blowing up Ceres, and they might focus on blowing up all these star bases. which will take them, you know, a week or two, which might give us enough time to catch up a little bit more. You never really know with these things. Send that army home. Yeah. We could build some new fleets. New ships. I mean, honestly, we're so close. With the ultraviolet laser phaser cannon. But then, the things with these is I kind of only really want to build the massive ones on Lancers, which will take longer to build. And this L class is really strong. No, we'll wait. We'll wait. We have our fleet is big enough to handle the fleet coming to Mars, and it is quite a ways off. Alien fleet that's on its way to Mars. It's so far off it's not even showing us where it is. No, they've ended it pretty much immediately. Okay.
The LZ is secure.
Our assault was successful. But it wasn't, they're still there, which is slightly irritating. Keep making sure we focus these xenoforms down to make it easier for Daframal. I think that's a good point to end the episode. We have been going for quite a while. Quite a big one, but we've done a lot. A big victory over Mars. There are more enemy ships on the way, being irritating, but as long as we're smart about what we do, we make sure we take them out, we should be completely fine, honestly. I really want to see when that alien fleet going to Mars is actually going to arrive. Mars. It's only 13 ships, 3.7k. It's kind of a tiny fleet. We're arriving November. So we can be there and back again by November. Kari Kalari is really a bit of an MVP in this game. But yeah, let's end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching, and next time we'll hopefully save Ceres if we can get there in time. They are moving very fast. Yeah, we'll be like 2 months out, basically. But you never know. You never quite know. Plus, we have phaser land defense now, so maybe they can actually do something. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.